In this video, I'm going to be showing you the exact mental strategy that women use to make themselves miserable on a daily basis by constantly misunderstanding men's motives. Show you a live example of a celebrity woman doing this in real time, and then demonstrate how using men's mental strategy would make everyone happier, especially women, but especially men who have to deal with those women. But in order to make sense of this mental strategy, we first need to understand the powerful concept of framing. Framing is a cognitive phenomenon that refers to the way that information is processed or framed to influence a person's perception and decisions. For example, a glass filled to the halfway point with water can be framed as half empty, with the focus being on what's lacking, emphasising the negative perspective, or it can be framed as half full, drawing attention to what's present, promoting a more optimistic viewpoint. And if you've ever been in a relationship with a woman, you will know that certain women seem to have a whimsical ability to interpret everything you do and say in the most negative way humanly possible, and then use that as an excuse to launch into a pointless fight, ensuring that not only does she get a weekly dose of nonsensical drama and misery, but that she also gets to share that misery with a guy who just wanted to know how much longer she was going to take to get ready for her alcoholic friend's birthday party that she was dragging him to. But to understand how that completely hypothetical situation would play out in real life, let's watch a real life example of a woman choosing a negative interpretation instead of a positive one.
I recently read an article. My friend, another female comic, sent me an article called Why Men Don't Like Funny Women. And it was more devastating than most climate change reports to me, because here's what they found, and this is true. So men and women look for the same thing in the opposite sex. They say looks first and then sense of humor second.
Right.
But the thing is, men and women define sense of humor differently in the opposite sex. Women define sense of humor in a man as a man who makes them laugh, and men define sense of humor in a woman as a woman who laughs at their jokes. So that's, yeah.
Really?
Yes. And
Now you see that? You see what she just did to us amazing men? Her brain just framed something wonderful about us as a bad thing. Us men are givers. We're providers. Our focus is on providing women with a good time. So it logically follows that when it comes to sense of humour, our focus is on our ability to make you laugh, to make women happy, because making women happy makes us happy. Unlike women, who are only concerned about whether we can make them laugh, whether we can dance around like monkeys and entertain them, whether we can put a smile on their face. I mean, it's just take. But luckily, us men are givers, so we fit perfectly. You see? You see how easy it is for me to frame things in a positive way that makes everyone happy? That's because I have man brain, so I seek happiness. And if women could just learn to do the same, then we wouldn't need all this tension. Like when you're in the beginning of a relationship and you have your first fight because she says something like,
"You never want to spend time with me anymore. It's like you only want one thing."
Exactly. I only want one thing. One. Because I ain't greedy. Since when is not being greedy a bad thing?
This isn't going to work.
Everyone else just wants to drain you of everything you have. Your time, your attention, your energy, your conversation, your brilliant listening skills.
I'm not falling for it.
Your work colleagues, your friends, your family. All they want to do is take until you have nothing left. Whereas I, Mr. Selfless, only want one thing. And somehow, I'm the bad guy.
Are you done?
You know, it hurts. It really hurts, as a man, to feel unappreciated when you're living your life as someone who just wants to give you the D.
For God's sake.
Anyway, that was a pretty intense fight. We should probably go for some makeup sex. But do they ever listen?